What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Breaks the tackle.
And I get it. You want to start fast, take the life out of this home crowd. But when you're the road team and you start the game with an onside kick, that is a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive. And when you don't get it, now you've created all the momentum for the home team and great field position.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Looking downfield is Simmons. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Mateer. Quarterback adapted. He's going to run it. He's past the 30. Oh, the quick spin move. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Caught in the backfield. It's out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
On the direct snap, it's on. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll line up to go for two. Using his feet. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and they now lead by 5. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Lacey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if they want to take the next...
Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get it.
The Sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for room, it's Ncaa. And he gets it to the 44-yard line, and it'll be a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some through.
There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Back to pass on second down. Using his feet to buy time. It's complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Off-play action on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
He's got it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Simmons. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's got it and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Flying down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen,
he is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football.
He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's 1st down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. That's caught. It's up. Breaks into the open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Simmons. Got it in the middle, it's Lee.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Touchdown, Rebels! Once he got some room, it was over.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He'll set up to throw. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Ncaa. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Bring in the heat. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's dribbling. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Fitz working. thinking, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise.
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ncaa. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And the Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle, it's Ncaa. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100-touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Bust through behind his path. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. He's moving out of the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Diggs. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Takes it from the gun on third down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really
makes the grab, ready for the first down. Always got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels are marching down the field. To the air, it's Simmons. Gets it out quickly.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Diggs. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead.
There he goes. The 50, the 40, inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominant.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Direct snap. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. this offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes
continues to fight for yards. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Finds a little space. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. Looking for the score. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for the...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And unless they found some magical kicking mule or something, this is just dumb. Called the fake. He's going to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And now this is either a fake, the coach is delusional, or perhaps both. And the holder, the fake, and a little shuffle. Good, solid tackle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion.